What up, YouTube family? It's your boy Savage Writer, and I'm back, y'all, with another video as always. I'm giving y'all peace and I'm giving y'all gifts. I hope y'all doing well. All praise and glory goes to the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah. You know the vibes. Dag, it's like my fourth time doing this video over. Like, I had to do several retakes because I just wasn't happy with it. So, today I want to talk about rapper Silento, best known for his hit song. I said hip song. I mean, you could say that too. His hit song, NaeNae, Whip, whatever fucking name it goes by. Rapper Silento charged with murdering his cousin. Was it a blood sacrifice that he had to fulfill on his part, or was it a humiliation ritual? I feel like it's both. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Like, normally, I don't like diving into these kind of topics, not because I'm scared or I'm bored out. Nah, man. I just feel like I have other topics that are way more important for me to talk about on this channel. But I'm gonna lay y'all some game, because I'm down with the get down. Like, I'll be studying this industry and how it plays out, and all this shit just plays out the same, especially with young melanated brothers. I was about to say black. Y'all know I don't like that fucking word. That word means death. So, but that's a talk for another day. But rapper Silento charged with murdering his cousin. Dude is 23. He just turned 23, like what, last month? Born in 1998. I was also born in 1998. So let me look at this here real quick. I got my computer. So, because I'm on a computer right now, I'm just looking at some of the stuff. So, born January 23rd, 1998. So, Aquarius, I believe. Right? Brother had the whole world in the palm of his hands. He had a hit song. If y'all familiar with the NaeNae song, right? Like, they used to be playing that song all the fucking time. Like, back when I was in high school, because I think that shit dropped around, like, was it 2016, 2017? Probably 2015. One of those 3 years. They played it nonstop. It went viral. Everybody was doing the dances. Yeah, y'all know, right? But yeah, this kid had the palm of the world in his hands. He had everything. But again, you can't judge a man by what he does and by what he has, because we don't know what this man was going through. Now, I'm not gonna disparage this man. I'm not gonna tear him down. I'm not gonna justify what he did, and I'm also not going to, condemn him for what he did, because we really don't know the true story. We only know what's been put out there. We don't have all the details. So, yeah, like, this kid, like, he was young, you know what I'm saying, when he had his breakout hit. He came from nothing. He was a nobody. Nobody knew who he was or what he did, but he just came out with this hit song, and it happened to go viral. And, he signed a contract with a record label. I'm about to look and see now. Yeah, Capitol Records. We already know Capitol Records, man. They notorious for their witchcraft. They notorious for they secret society bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They all in on that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the label he was signed to, right? So, brother was young. He never had true success up until that point when he dropped that NaeNae song. He never got a taste of that life until he dropped that song. And I guess the people around him didn't, groom him enough for that. He wasn't prepared for that life, and because of that, he could not handle being a celebrity. That's one of the reasons what could have led him towards his actions. Number two, they say he has mental illness, because throughout, the years, he has been charged with different crimes and stuff. He broke into a stranger's house with a hatchet looking for his girlfriend. He got pulled over by cops. And I remember when he got pulled over by the police, he said, like, I got like 10 to 15 cars following me. And then when you the person I am, you gotta go, 100 and something per hour because he was speeding. Yeah, people following him, stalking him, all kind of shit. And I guess he got tired of that. He didn't know how to cope with that. Y'all have to understand, like, when you young, especially when you young, because that's what these people in these record labels and this entertainment industry do. They take you while you young. They groom the kids while they young. You know what I'm saying? And they drag them into this. Like you miss out on being a kid because you so busy. You gotta live a life as a celebrity. You just want to be a regular kid. A regular teenager, a regular adult. You want to go to the club and hang out with people. You want to be able to walk around your neighborhood and stuff. Like you want to be able to express yourself freely, but because you got this fame, you got this fortune, you can't do that. You have to go about life a different way. And that's what happens to a lot of these people when they're young and they blow up. And then when they get older, they get turned out on drugs. What's the dude name from Home Alone? Is it Macaulay Culkin? Yeah, him. Macaulay Culkin. The kid that was in the Home Alone movies. On top of the world when he was a child. But he was inducted into that shit, man. That Illuminati shit. When you in this industry, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure his parents sold him over to the Illuminati. You know what I'm saying? Made him sign them contracts. You gotta do all kind of shit. If you want to stay on top of that game, that world, like you gotta do all kind of crazy shit. These kids get sexually assaulted, they get abused. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do all kind of shit. I can't even talk about some of the stuff that they make these children do. And that's why these children grow up, they on drugs, they have breakdowns, they freak out in public. Like all kind of shit happen to these kids, man. And then what we do as the public, we disgrace them, and that's what they want you to do. They not gonna tell you the whole story. They want you to say, oh, that kid killed somebody, or that kid, he's a crack addict. He's a degenerate. That's part of the ritual. But let me talk about the real shit. I just had to give y'all the background. So I feel like the Silento situation was both a blood sacrifice and also a humiliation ritual. Because I feel like I looked at the kid mugshot. Like he looked like a genuine kid. But again, he got turned out by this industry. He was young and naive and they took advantage of that. Those people around him, his handlers, took advantage of that. So because of that, he couldn't handle it. So, he wanted to get out that shit, I'm assuming. Like, think about it. You get a hit song, all of a sudden you live in this kind of life. You just want to live a normal life. And I remember, like, one of his managers, like, put out a statement just now saying, Ricky, I think Ricky was his name. He's a kid with a good soul. He suffers from mental illness, and I believe that's true. Because, he's exposed in his life. And ain't no telling what else he been through before the fame. You don't know. None of us know. We only know what the media portraying him to be. And then I say it's a humiliation ritual because, like, I went online and I'm looking at all these comments. These people that don't even know the man from a can of paint. Now, I'm not defending this man. I'm not justifying what he did. But think about it. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? There's people out there that did way worse shit. You got motherfuckers in office that's killing kids and drinking their blood and chopping their heads off. And you praise them, right? And y'all condone pedophilia like it's okay. But I could say faggot and y'all ready to take my head off, right? But again, right? Yeah, man. And I say it's a blood sacrifice because think about it. The word silento actually means silent, hush up. So I feel like that kid, he knew something. He got exposed to this shit and he found out real quick just what the hell he was bargaining for. And he tried to get out that shit. And they told him, like, look, you want out this shit? If you gonna reap the benefits and you want out this shit, you gonna have to do something for us. You know what I'm saying? And so he had to, find somebody to sacrifice. He had to kill somebody. He killed his own cousin. I don't think, somebody just gonna get up one day and just randomly kill their cousin. There had to be some kind of motive behind it. We don't know what happened, why it happened, how it happened. And I already know people gonna be like, oh, how you gonna say he did this and he did that? You don't know, savage. You're right, I don't. I'm going based off of what I believe and from what I see. But you think about it, right? You know what I'm saying? He got exposed to this wicked ass industry. He cannot no longer live a normal life. He don't know how to handle it. The people around him probably was taking advantage of that, taking advantage of his success instead of getting this kid some help. He wouldn't be in jail for murder. There was plenty of false flags that these people could have done to help him, but they chose not to. Because again, you know what I'm saying? When you in this industry is cutthroat. They don't give a fuck about you. They give a fuck about the money, their return on investment. And I'm sure the people around him was leeching off of him too. Wanted a cut of his shit, his sales, his fame, his fortune. Trying to claim it as their own. And that's the fucked up part. But again, I can't make judgments because I wasn't in that situation. But yeah, shot his cousin 8, 9 times. And that kind of shit, when you dealing with all that pressure, that shit will make you flip. And I hear it was another thing called Bussy. Silento's Bussy was trending on Twitter. Basically, a man's anus. And I'm going to just say, when I was on Twitter looking, I saw some shit I couldn't unsee. If y'all know, y'all know. But I'm not going to talk about that here. But yeah. Silento killing his cousin was not only a blood sacrifice, but also a humiliation ritual. Because think about it. There's so many people now that's tarnishing his name. And because he now has a murder charge, man, he probably could lose the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? He probably will be in jail for the rest of his life. And that's the sad part. Such potential, such talent, and it's now been squandered and has a potential to be squandered. All because of this. And now people are disparaging him, judging him, don't like him anymore. And that's the fucked up part. I guess he knew something about this industry. Cause like when I looked at his mugshot, man, I saw it in the kid's eyes, man. He didn't know what the fuck he was actually getting into. Much like other, people that are young. Just like us, a lot of talent, a lot of potential. And these executives, these A&Rs, they looking for somebody to dupe, man. They looking for the next return on investment. And then they ruin these kids' lives. And, next thing you know, they in and out of jail, in and out the hospital. Some of them even get murdered. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get turned out by this industry, and it's fucked up. The whole thing with his anus and all that. Hey, man, another one of these things that they do, these people have orgies. Same-sex rituals, bro. They do rituals through homosexual activity. That's not to disparage the LGBTQ community, but these people are sick like that. They be having orgies. They be fucking each other. They'll sit there and say, look, you want this platinum record? You gonna have to take it in the ass if you want that platinum record, man. Real shit. Tell me if I'm lying. I'm not lying, bro. This shit is real. What's the child actor? Did I mention him in this video? If I did not, I'll mention him again. I'm pretty sure I mentioned him. Macaulay Culkin. He played the kid in Home Alone. His name was Kevin. He was getting abused in this industry as he was younger, getting exposed to all of this stuff. He grew up a fucking meth head and shit. Now, that's not to disparage him. I ain't throwing dirt on that man's name, but he's another example. You know what I'm saying? Of how this industry, the entertainment industry, takes you when you're young, and they groom you into becoming a sadistic freak. And Silento knew about this. He found out soon enough just what the fuck he was bargaining for. And I guess he wanted out. He was like, fuck it. Even if I gotta go to jail, I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I'm gonna get out that shit. I guess he got tired of the fame. He got tired of being followed long after he dropped that hit. You know what I'm saying? He still signed that contract. He still got that, shit in writing. And I guess he felt the only way for him to get out of that shit was to do 2 rituals. They had to do some rituals with him, man, to get him out that shit. Shit, if you think about it, jail is probably the safest place for him to be. That sound crazy, but it's true. You know, and you never know. You know, his cousin probably, plotted on him or something like that. Just think about it. Again, like I said, you the only person in your family, in your hood, that got success. You got all this money, this fame, this fortune. A lot of people are gonna be happy for you. You are gonna become a target by nature because of your status, because of your accomplishments and your achievements. That's real facts. A lot of people don't want to hear this, but it's fucking true. When you in this industry, it's cutthroat, man. It ain't all sweet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't want to ramble on too long. I'm at 16 minutes, but I had to speak on this, man. My heart goes out to this man, Silento. Again, y'all can't judge a man by what he do. There's plenty of y'all out there that made mistakes, and then you sitting here, you judging another man. You don't know what happened in that situation. You don't know even if the cousin probably tried to attack him first. You don't know. The media is going to spin it in a way to make him look bad because that's part of the ritual. He agreed to that. But personally, I feel like Silento, he did it deliberately so he could get out this fame shit. Or if he didn't, he had a serious problem and nobody wanted to help him. Because this shit will fuck you up. This fame will fuck you up. Especially if you ain't used to it. If you haven't been groomed and trained properly, it will fuck you up big time. Ain't no telling what this kid saw, while he was on the road or, in those record label executives' offices, man. You don't fucking know. So don't come on here talking shit. So I'll flame your ass up. Like you a barbecue grill, god damn it. But I'm out, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. More content on the way. Savage Writer. See y'all soon.